We have new information about the upcoming anniversary character in Wuthering Waves, and the recent leaks give a much clearer picture of what players might see when the 3.3 update arrives. The character tied to the anniversary banner is reportedly named Hiyuki, and current information places her in the first phase of the patch. According to the leaks, she is a Glacio element sword user designed to function primarily as a main damage dealer, with a playstyle built around a transformation mechanic that shifts her combat behavior. One of the biggest developments is that an early visual for Hiyuki has started circulating online. Instead of relying only on written descriptions, this image appears to show a promotional-style artwork similar to the drip marketing usually released before a character's debut. The design matches earlier silhouette leaks quite closely. She has very long white hair pulled into a high ponytail and tied with red ribbons, which gives the character a composed and refined appearance. Her outfit resembles a shrine-maiden uniform but adjusted for combat, which lines up with earlier rumors describing a shrine-maiden-inspired design. Taken together, the visual direction strongly suggests a character built around elegance, but clearly intended to occupy a primary DPS role. The most important part of her kit appears to be the dual form mechanic. Leaks suggest that Hiyuki can shift into a second combat state that changes how her abilities function. Characters in Wuthering Waves that rely on transformations typically modify their basic attacks, skill behavior, and overall damage patterns once the alternate state is activated. Based on the early information, her transformed stance likely focuses on significantly higher burst damage output. This type of design places her among mechanically complex characters, somewhat similar in concept to units like Zanny and Amith, who also rely on alternate states to change their combat rhythm. Another interesting detail appears in the emblem on her clothing. The same symbol has only been seen once before, specifically on promotional artwork for SIGRIKA. When the two designs are compared side by side, Hiyuki's version of the emblem looks slightly incomplete relative to SIGRIKA's. Since the image circulating online is likely early promotional material, it's possible that small design elements like this could change before the final release version of the character. Leaks have also mentioned potential team compositions for her launch period. The characters most frequently associated with Hiyuki are Chisa and Lucilla. Chisa is believed to function as a debuff-oriented support, while Lucilla currently appears in the story only as an NPC, but is widely expected to become playable sometime after the anniversary update. The interaction between Hiyuki and Chisa is especially notable because of how it connects to the Glacio negative status system. Earlier, in version 2.8 of Wuthering Waves, the developers reworked these mechanics and introduced the debuff known as Glacio chafe. This effect can stack on enemies up to 10 times. Each stack increases the amount of Glacio damage the target receives, and reaching the maximum stack count causes the enemy to become frozen. A support like Chisa would make stacking those debuffs significantly faster, which in turn amplifies the damage output of a Glacio-focused main DPS like Hiyuki. Lucilla is expected to complement this setup from the sub-DPS slot. If she also releases as a Glacio unit, the team structure becomes very straightforward. Hiyuki handles the primary damage, Lucilla contributes additional off-field or secondary damage, and Chisa provides the debuffs that amplify the entire setup. This kind of composition suggests that Hiyuki could be built either in a mono Glacio lineup or in teams focused heavily on stacking negative status effects. Looking slightly earlier in the release schedule, the patch right before the anniversary, version 3.2, appears to introduce only one new character, which is SIGRIKA. She uses gauntlets and reportedly focuses heavily on echo skill damage. Because that playstyle is relatively specialized, many players currently view her pull value as somewhat niche unless they specifically like her design or gameplay style. That situation actually benefits players planning for the anniversary because it gives them a full patch to save resources before the large banners expected in 3.3. That timing becomes even more relevant considering the rumors of additional banners arriving soon after the anniversary, including a possible collaboration event. With the anniversary character arriving first and other high-profile content potentially following, saving astrite during the 3.2 cycle could end up being the most efficient approach for many players. As for official confirmation, the drip marketing for Hiyuki will likely appear several days after the 3.2 update launches. In previous cycles, characters have been revealed roughly 5 to 7 days into the patch, so that timeframe lines up with the typical schedule used by Kuro games. There is also a chance that the upcoming livestream might include a teaser at the end, although that part is still speculation for now. So at the moment, the overall picture is fairly clear. Hiyuki is expected to debut during the 3.3 anniversary update as a Glacio sword main DPS with a transformation-based kit, strong interaction with the Glacio debuff system, and likely synergy with Chisa and the future playable version of Lucilla. If the leaks hold true, she could end up being one of the more mechanically distinct characters released in Wuthering Waves so far.